In this latest video in the How to Become an Executive Coach series, I'm going to share with you some details about a document that you absolutely must have to be successful as a coach. That document is called the Coaching Agreement. This is the document that will stipulate how the engagement will happen, what will occur during the engagement, what the client's responsibilities are, the coach's responsibilities, etc. It is a document that you absolutely have to have. And I'm going to share with you some details about each step of the way. So you can use this agreement whether it is a sponsored agreement or a private agreement. What I mean by that is when it's sponsored, the coachee's organization is paying for the coaching. When it's private, then the coachee is paying you directly for the coaching. Either way, use an agreement. Never fall prey to the temptation to skip an agreement because you know the coachee very well, it's going to be a short-term engagement, and you feel like it's very simple and you just don't need any paperwork associated with it. Don't worry about whether it's simple, whether you know the person. Just get in the habit of always using an agreement because it will help you to be more successful with the people that you coach. So what's included in an agreement like this? Let's go over the sections that are necessary and important. It starts out with the basic terms of the agreement. How long will you be coaching this person for? What are going to be the fees for the coaching? Pretty simple, right? We just want to lay it out. Typically, a coaching agreement is going to be for 6 months, 9 months, or 12 months, and it will cost X amount of dollars for the entire agreement. We usually don't stipulate an hourly fee for coaching because we sell value. And so we sell a package that includes the coaching assessments that we might use, books and resources that we'll share with our client, and all of that is the coaching fee. After that, then we get into what's the outline of the agreement. The outline stipulates how often we're going to meet, how long might sessions be on average, will we be meeting in person? Will we be meeting via Zoom, over the phone? How's that going to work? What assessments might we use during the process? I use the PXT Select assessment. I use the GENOS Emotional Intelligence suite of assessments, and I also use the DISC suite of assessments. So I may mix and match a few of those assessments in my engagement. So this will be in that section. We'll also talk about what is our plan for success, meaning at the outset, we will gather some data by using assessments, and we plan to set 2 or 3 goals with our coachee, or at least create an outcome that we both agree to that we want to reach by the end of the agreement. The next section is the client's responsibilities. The client's responsibilities are important because you want them to understand what is coaching and what is not coaching. For example, you may stipulate what is therapy or counseling versus coaching so they understand the difference in case they haven't had coaching before, or what's the difference between coaching and mentoring. Sometimes people confuse the two and think that you will be something of a mentor to them or perhaps a trainer to them, when of course coaching is quite different. You can also talk about coachability and how important that is, and that the client must bring coachability to the engagement. What is their commitment to the process, to always be present, undistracted, show up on time, to give you notice if they need to reschedule, and you may want to stipulate what is your term for cancellation. So have that in the client's responsibilities section. And then there's going to be the coach's responsibility section, right? This is very important. Just as they need to be present, undistracted, fully prepared, so do you. And so we bring that to the process. We are fully present and engaged with our clients and not thinking about anything else but being fully available for them. Just as we expect them to be open to feedback, we are also open to feedback. We may not necessarily be getting out of our comfort zone like they will, but we are certainly open to feedback about how we're doing in terms of coaching our client. We plan to have a check-in meeting at a 3-month point, a 6-month point, to get that feedback so that the client knows that we're going to have meetings about how the coaching is going in general. Are there ways that we could improve the coaching? When you have a sponsored agreement, these check-in meetings are very important. So plan for those as part of your process. Lastly, we have the ethics and principles section that will guide the coaching. I am a member of the International Coaching Federation, and as such, I'm guided by their code of ethics, and I include a link to their code of ethics in my coaching agreement. If you're not an ICF member, you can still link to that as a guide towards what you work under in terms of ethics and principles, but it's best to be a member of the organization, and it's really not that expensive. You may be a member of a different coaching organization, and that's fine. Just have some sort of code of ethics that you can show in the agreement or link to through the agreement so that the client knows that you work with integrity and follow certain understood principles and ethics. The final section is the signature section where the client can sign and date the agreement, and you can also sign and date the agreement so that you have this as a document that you can refer back to during the engagement. So there you have it. The terms that should be included, the principles, the fees, the outline, these are all important sections of a coaching agreement, and you should have one. Don't start coaching without that agreement in place. If you would like to see a sample of my coaching agreement, feel free to email me at michael@bayareaexecutivecoach.com, and I'd be happy to send you a sample of mine that I use with my sponsored and direct engagements. I wish you success as you set up your coaching practice. If you would like to learn more about how I train and certify executive coaches through the Center for Executive Coaching, please email me at michael@bayareaexecutivecoach.com. And to be sure to get notifications about future videos released on this channel, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell so that you'll be notified when we release new videos. Thank you very much.